Update by Sheldan Nidle for the Spiritual Hierarchy and the Galactic Federation, May 5, 2014, at paoweb.com. 8 Imix, 4 Moan, 10 Caban. Dratzo. We come again with more good news. Everywhere on your planet, events are manifesting that are to bring you freedom, prosperity and new governance. When this wondrous cycle is completed, there is to be disclosure. We welcome what is happening on your world and how it so gloriously fits into the divine plan for this solar system. Changes are omnipresent. Mercury is literally exploding with one active volcano creating another. Venus, Gaia and Mars are now in the midst of a spectacular number of climate changes, which are to lead to these orbs returning to their pristine realities. Our part in this is to mentor your grand transformation into fully conscious beings of light. These tasks are underway as heaven is preparing you for the reception of this new consciousness. Meanwhile, the dark and its minions are railing as one plan after another fails to stop this inevitable transformation. You are meant to alter yourselves into a galactic consciousness, which is to spread swiftly across the solar system and forge a new and magnificent star nation. Your world is actually two. One is inner Earth and the home of your Agarthan cousins. They are the last remnant of the colonists that seeded Gaia some 900,000 years ago. At first, they occupied the continent that most of you call Lemuria. Eventually, they moved a part of their colony to inner Earth. It is this latter group that became the last vestige of what Lemuria was about. The Atlanteans attacked and claimed the surface realm for themselves. This eventually led to a simmering conflict, which boiled over some 13 millennia ago. The Atlantean attack on ancient Ionia, southern Europe backfired and caused the ancient gas chambers that held up the land to explode. Atlantis sank beneath the sea. What was left, after a grand migration by the Atlanteans to another star system, was your limited conscious ancestors and the Atlantean successors, the Anunnaki. These two groups forged the next 13 millennia of your history. The Golden Ages were your first set of experiences with the Anunnaki as your new masters. Even the ancient Chinese, Mesopotamians, Indians and Egyptians knew just how long ago this happened. Our assigned task was to watch over you and intervene only when heaven so agreed. This policy led to a number of messianic missions and the rise of numerous religions, which the Anunnaki and their minions altered to what they thought was fully acceptable for their evil purposes. The consequences of their actions developed into the hatred and divisions that continue to plague humanity even to this day. This history is vital for you to understand what is occurring. Your world woke up and is currently working diligently to correct the major errors of the past. The most important of these is obeying an authority that wishes harm to its people and to the world. Further, humanity is learning how it can assist, instead of continue to harm Mother Earth. This enlightened action is causing reactions that are leading to a new epoch for humanity. It is also preparing you for disclosure. Disclosure can permit us to move quickly to the next step, a massive global first contact with you. We have watched previously as the Dark Ones dashed the beginning of new governance. We knew, despite these early difficulties, that you were to triumph over the Dark. The past 2 years have seen a final holding action by the Dark's minions to keep their ground. This last series of actions failed. What is now happening is the final step between what was to occur and our arrival. We have had discussions with those who desire to topple the Dark and have seen them grow. They have thrown off their hate and wish only to push them out of power. The rest is to follow as needed. New governance is to set the stage for our arrival. Surface humanity has been cut off from its extraterrestrial origins for far too long. It is time to reconnect. It is time for a grand reunion that returns you to your original state of full consciousness. It is time for you to reunite with your Lemurian cousins and together forge a new star nation. Blessings. We are your ascended masters. We bless and praise heaven for all its glories and wisdom. The moment for a grand celebration has come. Our beloved associates are finishing off a most marvelous set of enterprises that are to terminate the power and the lies of the Dark Ones and their endless minions who seem to be ready to delay our sacred tasks. Heaven and her emissaries arrive. The dark is now to allow all that has been given us to appear. The light is indeed triumphant. The path to truth, prosperity and redemption is at hand. This path is to lead you first to facts and realities that set the table for the arrival of our space and spiritual families. Their arrival is to signal that it is time to begin to learn and understand the wonders inherent in full consciousness. We accept you as our enthusiastic children. There is much to learn, do and understand in this new and divine dimension. We are all to live in a world filled with the essence of heaven and cloaked in the joy that comes from oneness with the Creator. You are to experience rapture and feel your soul filled with the celestial and cleansing music of love and of light. Here you're in bliss and you use this to unfold the divine plan in the various physical realms. This is ahead for you. We as an ascended collective are here to help you through the first moments of this endless glory. Long ago, we began to pass through the spiritual veil and rediscover exactly what full consciousness was about. We know much. Yet, we understand that full knowledge of this realm takes more than a moment to master. It takes lifetimes that are each literally more than a millennia in length. Together, we are to take our joint knowledge and produce a new star nation. As you pass through the limitations of your current life and reach the infinite, you change. You become one that has moved beyond the ways of this present world and learned what heaven desires from us all. In this light, you can see what is needed, and what needs to be sloughed off by you. You are to learn why you're here and what is expected of you. Your life contract becomes visible to you, as does all the contents of your personal Akashic records. You become able to converse easily with your spiritual guides and discover those who can advise you in the physical. This revelation opens up a torrent of wisdom, and gives you a guide as to how best to live your life and aid your fellows. You are able to accept new responsibilities and learn how to forge a true society based upon your abilities and those of others. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Today, we further explored the wonderful events of the day. We examined the changes taking place and discovered where they are leading. The long-awaited point of joy is nigh. Soon, the full extent of this is to manifest. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours, so be it. Selamat Gajan, Selamat Jah, Syrian for be one, and be enjoy.